What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View. We are here. It is our second official match reaction here on POV for the Season 8 2021 season of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And for the first time, we have the full crew. The full crew is here. We're here. And it just so happens to be the match of Mr. Sean Sullivan up against DragonCon rookie Marie Wilson. And so we are back. We're here. We're excited to watch a Star Wars match. Jill, you weren't here yesterday, but you're here today. How are you doing this week?
Oh, what a great match to come back to. I'm good. I'm bummed I missed yesterday's match. That was a fun one. It was nice to see two rookies at it. So that was exciting. But, oh boy, Star Wars match. Not only a Star Wars match, but my man's Star Wars match. Let's go. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brian, what about you, man? How you doing on this Thursday?
I am doing good. I got my first official piece of exercise equipment today.
Woohoo, what did you get?
A foam roller because my body is dying.
I have one of those in the corner of my room.
So, old man was like, "Oh, ow, oh," but yeah.
Yes, I know. All right, I know.
Cheers.
I'm actually debating buying a.
This might be the first time we've ever had a Truly on the show.
I think so.
What do you think I drank on all the other times?
But Brian, were those actually like live on YouTube or were those Patreon stuff? That's what I'm saying.
No, like us
the first
hanging
happy
out.
hour. The first happy hour.
Yeah,
Not
but you weren't
sponsored.
You weren't on camera.
That's true, but that's Jake's fault.
I don't know. We've had these in the fridge forever, and I just got a hankering for one. This is the black cherry lemonade.
I know Gabby's addicted to the lemonade ones.
I need to pick up those.
She loves
either
them.
those or a White Claw. I need to start getting those back in my house.
I've never had
a White Claw.
I've never had a White Claw.
What you would like White Claws?
It's literal. I've had like every brand but that kind.
Brian,
you like Truly,
you would get white girl drunk with a White Claw.
I
Probably.
get white girl drunk with White Claws. Like,
And again, I feel like there's something about black cherry that makes all the hard seltzers, like that specific flavor, just kills it every time. I got a new chair.
whoop, whoop.
Oh,
It's very weird to be sitting up so straight.
you look like you're sitting in a throne.
Hold on, I just noticed something. Was Grogu never dressed behind you for March?
I haven't dressed him back up yet. I have his. Well, I don't want to reveal it now. But I have his outfit for March.
We know his March outfit. It's adorbs. It's adorable.
I'll get it on him as soon as possible.
All right, so yes, we are here to do the first official recorded match, if you will, for Season 8 of the Schmoedown for Star Wars. We have the DragonCon rookie Marvelous Marie Wilson, up against Sean the Saint Sullivan, a newly corrupted Sean Sullivan, as many of you probably know by now. This is exciting. Obviously, we've heard so much about Marie over the last number of months, just because she was the one who previously beat Alex in DragonCon, most recently anyway.
She's the reigning champ.
She won last year.
She beat Alex. She beat Thomas. She beat Zach Burkett. She beat me.
She beat everybody. She is the reigning champ of DragonCon.
She beat that little scary 13-year-old. That would terrify me if I ever came first on him.
Miles. Yeah. As soon as Miles is old enough, he's going to take that belt from whoever has it.
Ugh.
That's going to be crazy. But she is officially entering the realm of Schmoedown. And we know that Schmoedown is very different. It is very much a different kind of trivia compared to DragonCon. And she's facing someone who we think, and I know a lot of people around the league know that has a lot of potential inside the Star Wars division. He makes an impact with his personality. He makes an impact with his, his presence inside the division. But his play,
he's not bad to look at either.
He's incredible to look at. He is incredible to look at. But his trivia knowledge has only been getting better. And we know that last year during the tournament, Sean played Laura, and Laura had to play perfect to beat him, which was a big deal.
He missed a perfect round one by a syllable.
Yeah, so this is going to be a fun one. We have corruption, we have suspects, which is going to be fun. Obviously, corruption being the reigning champs, but Sam has kind of been on this tear of revamping his team, if you will, and kind of getting back into the swing of things of making sure he has IG and Star Wars players on lock the entire year, not just half the year, but the entire year. I know that I'm pretty sure we all know what we're going with, but let's do it properly. We're on the table. Molly, I'll start with you. Thoughts and predictions.
Oh man, I love Marie. I love all of my DragonCon players. So this one's hard. Can I pull a Brian and not pick?
No, Kamali doesn't want to get kicked off the show.
So
She's figure out who
here's the thing. I think I found out last night. I remembered this weird thing called our fantasy teams that none of us have checked probably in a while.
Who's got
Rue got me points.
Yeah.
So
who?
that I love you, Jesse, but he got me some points yesterday. So now you can't yell at me for picking.
I think Sean has himself, and I think
Sean picked himself. Yes.
Frankie has Marie.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, because we gave him lots of crap.
We need to make sure Frank loses at all cost.
Of course.
All cost.
I would rather Frank win than you, personally.
Ouch.
We'll
Which
see what happens
you're in
year,
first
Brian.
place right now.
We'll see what happens at the end of the year.
I'm the first person to beat you in a match. So
Okay, well, if we're going purely off of Frank's fantasy league, then I'll go Sean.
Yeah. I like how that's your reasoning. We want to screw over Frank Janish, so we're going to vote for Sean.
It's hard to pick because I know what Sean's capable of. I know what Marie's capable of. I mean, then again, this is her first Schmoedown match, so I've seen her play in Dragon Country. I don't know how she's going to do for Schmoedown, so it'll be interesting.
Brian?
Of course he did.
I mean, I picked myself.
Yeah, why wouldn't
Yes,
you
you
pick
did.
yourself?
I mean, come on. I'm not gonna buy the shirt and not cheer for the team. Duh. Unless they're against Molly, then we'll see. But yeah.
I think I'm going to skip Jill because it's obvious.
I said Marie. Like,
you know, Sean would probably be like, okay, that's valid. Yeah, I'm going to pick Sean as well. I think, you know, as excited as I am to see the likes of Marie and Thomas and Zach kind of join this Schmoedown ranks, we've talked about it so much. I do think that there's kind of a learning curve. I think there will be somewhat of a learning curve in these matches. I don't know how or what, but it's just very different the way it operates and the way it's played. And I think it's something that might take at least a match to get used to. So, but either way, I'm very excited. We have a ton of more Star Wars players, which makes the division even better and bigger, which I'm super pumped about. I put it up on Twitter earlier, and I'll just re-say it, but I think that this is like the Achilles heel of what the Schmoedown is this year. And this is
In a good way.
This is kind of the beginnings of it. So I'm super excited to see what happens.
Me too. Give me more Star Wars matches. Which
We're getting almost one.
I know.
Like it's not every week, but it's like one every 2 weeks essentially, which that is way more than before.
Fine for me.
yeah, I think last year we got Sean and Witt, and then the tournament. I think that's what we got.
I think so.
Yeah, Ace played an IG match,
Ace
right?
played
Yeah.
Fortnite.
We got the Star Wars tournament with Sean and Adam, and then our Star Wars tournament, and then we got the match between Sean and Adam.
Yeah, I think that's all we got last season.
And then the spectacular match between Ace and Alex.
And then
obviously.
spectacular.
Yeah, which
Mhm.
we're gonna get 3 times more of that?
At least, yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's super cool, and this is just the beginning stages. So, with that said, let's just go and start this bad boy off because we know that cutscenes are officially back inside the Schmoedown, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
And
storylines.
this match apparently starts with one, and none of us know what it's about. So let's go ahead and check it out. Brian, control yours, sir.
You're gonna open it up and control it when I'm the one that's in controls.
You shared the audio, correct?
How did? Yes.
I love the pause.
Yeah.
This is the end.
Oh God, what is this?
is the
What is going on? Why is my thing having a?
Move your cursor? Move your cursor.
It's having a stroke. Oh.
Ha! Lights out, Laura Kelly.
What is happening?
What is
great match
happening?
last week.
Ah! My thing's having a stroke.
You absolutely
There we go.
destroyed Molly Damon.
Laura looks pissed.
She looked like she's not even in the same division as you. She's not even in the same level as you.
Excuse me.
Destroyed. Yeah,
Andrew,
okay.
you just lost your
That's what
chance to come on
inspired me
POV, sir.
Sort of do what I did later in my match.
No, let him come on.
So
Let him
if
say
you
that to my
just
Let's
face.
say that to her face.
together, we can both get
Is there
our
music in the
belts.
background?
In my
No.
case, get my belt back. And that was one of the main reasons I even asked Winston to draft you. I mean, that's the only thing he listens to.
Wait a minute. You're responsible for this?
Let's talk about who's actually responsible, Laura.
Well, there
Shannon.
isn't.
Like, she had multiple
I told
chances to take you, free agency, draft, trades, and all that, but she left.
Andrew, if you
She
watch
abandoned
this,
you. I was
please
the one
put
who
something
decided
better in
that
your
greatness needs to be with greatness.
She did what she had to do.
She did what she had to do to betray you, to abandon you. Together, we can do great things.
What
We can
is
even
this?
destroy the other factions. But for that, we need to get a roadblock out of the way. I know you know who I'm talking about. Winston. You know, Winston is all like, be nice, don't play your mind games and all that, but I know what's working for both of us, and you know that too. What do you
Laura,
say?
don't do it.
Not Winston.
I say that I have a title shot to prepare for. I'm going to get that title, and I can help you prepare. But we need more people in our corner. What's the plan?
No! No!
There's a lot of resentment in the faction. Almost every single person in the faction has some reason or the other to hate Winston.
Why?
And all we need to do is get
Why
more of the
though?
faction on our side and get him to step down and resign.
All right. I like the plan. Keep me updated.
And I know where to start too.
What?
No.
happening?
Oh, I mean,
Not
the only
Winston.
other person I can think of is Ace because he got picked so late in the
That
draft.
makes, but like, why Chandru though? Like,
Why does
Laura makes
everybody
sense.
hate-
Like,
Why
Ace
does
would
everybody
make
hate
sense.
Winston?
Winston's a peach. We love Winston.
Yeah, he calls us Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Because
he gave us a turtle
nicknames.
name.
He gave us nicknames.
I forgot which one I am though.
I'm Donatello.
He called
I thought I was
Look at that
Donatello.
No,
handsome
no, I'm-
face.
Jill. You were Michelangelo.
I'm Michelangelo. That's right.
Molly was Donatello. I was Leonardo, and Brian was the angry
And
Raphael.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the
Man.
movie trivia
I
Schmoedown.
still
What a
respect
season
Laura.
it's been already, and we
Chandru?
are just in the beginning.
You want to
of it. I
go
am
toe to
Chris
toe with Star
Harlow,
Wars?
Joined as always.
Hit me up.
I'm a partner
Get
in
it!
crime, Mark Ellis.
Get
Mark,
it.
Star Wars again. We started
Oh, this is a great
with
comment. Great
Laura
comment.
Kelly and Molly Damon in that scrap just a
True.
week
True
ago.
story.
But
And Nerd
we are
Chronic
now
is clipping
going
that
to see
right.
the Star Wars series start to heat up. And we see so many debuts here today. We see the debut.
That's-
of
I mean, look,
championship
I
winning
share. I think I
Corruption,
shared a
Shannon
comment with
Barney,
you guys
now
a few weeks ago,
former
but someone
member
had
of the
said
bench
in the
on
Facebook
scene.
group,
Sullivan comes
could
in.
Laura? Or no, it was a comment on one of our videos.
One of the
Could
top
Laura
new
and
Star Wars
Chandru be starting their own
prospects,
quote unquote rule
marvelous
of two?
Marie Wilson,
Yeah.
who is of the
Mm.
It seems like they're trying to take over the faction.
champion, beat Alex Damon. So this is a hyped up match, Mark. How you feeling?
And Winston doesn't
Christian,
deserve it.
doesn't it feel like these Dragon Con Star Wars trivia contests are sort of like this underground clandestine? They occurred during Prohibition.
Wait, where's
to
Mark?
talk about Star Wars?
I was
out
gonna
on
say,
Where-
where's Mark?
the
Where's
comedy
this?
cellar or the back of the
Looks
comedy
like he's in a
cellar.
hotel.
Secrets happen, and you hear
I need
mythology
to
legends come out of that.
file a
That is who
complaint with
Marvelous
Mr.
Marie
Ellis.
Wilson
We are
is,
in
but she's
episode
going
2,
up against
and there
not
is no
just a
Molly sighting.
fantastic beard that is worthy of being
Well, he might
a
not be
part
home.
of the shaving store.
I don't
It's
care. This
also
this is episode
Sullivan,
2.
who's been itching and clamoring
What's up,
to get
Yakavetta?
the Star Wars ranks for a long time now. He gets his chance today, but in his way,
The volume's low.
woo, those Dragon Con kids are no joke.
I usually go about halfway mark. I don't know where you are.
Is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
It absolutely reminds me.
But Stardew, just so you know, we keep it
Where you
low
just have
before
this-
the match starts. That
Remember,
way we
you
can
know
kind
the
of converse
Comates
a
and
little bit
Bloodsport? Come on.
of
You know
what we
Bloodsport.
think and everything.
Van Damme.
Is that a Chuck Norris movie?
How dare you? Anyway, I think that these players, and I know it's a territorial thing when you have Sean Sullivan, by the way, and Shannon have both been screaming on Twitter and yelling on the YouTube
Yeah,
shows on Let's
speaking
Get
of,
Ready and all
Sean
these other
Sullivan's been
shows
screaming
about
at
how
me
the Dragon
directly.
Con is
That's
weak
not fair.
and Schmoedown
You
is
deserve
another
it.
thing.
Oh,
think
let's
they
talk
are
about the one who
nuts
used the wrong
about
gift
giving the
earlier,
Dragon
Brian.
Con players. Well, you
It
don't
was a
ask
beautiful
all the
gift.
stuff in Schmoedown. So that's something else. They have to know everything. Yeah, they have to know everything. They have to know novels. They have to know video games. Now you're telling these Dragon Con players, no, all you need to know is just the movies.
A massive grievance.
Gives them a Kool-Aid.
What's up, Brian?
It would for me. So I don't know about this stuff that all
Hey,
the
thank you,
players are saying
Christopher.
about the Dragon Con players.
Glad to have you, man.
Oh,
We go
hello.
live,
Welcome.
we go live multiple times a week.
in Atlanta,
I'm sure the
Georgia.
View
And
crew
if you
with
can
Chuck
make it
and
on
Billy and Star
Peachtree
will blow
Avenue,
you
you
up
can
in the
make
chat.
it anywhere.
Rachel,
as
if she is
CNN
there as
building
well,
and the
she's busy
Coca-Cola buildings
sometime.
on those very streets.
You just missed
include.
it.
Now,
He's
look,
in Atlanta.
If we break down this
Oh,
match,
is
and
he?
really what we've had in the
Mhm.
Schmoedown so far, we
Wait,
started
who
out with
is?
a great Star Wars match.
Mark.
So we had an epic Inter-Geekdom contest. We
wait.
stayed in Inter-Geekdom, and now we're back to Star Wars. This
He
is
was in
the
Atlanta.
nerdiest
Well, I
first
guess
week
we
in
can't
the
really hang out.
history of the
Boo.
Schmoedown.
Molly's like, "Where's
And
my
I
distance
cannot get
comedy
enough of
shit?"
it. I am so excited about this matchup today.
Yeah, and it also shows Sam Levine yesterday. Both Sam and Kaiser are coming off of wins. Granted, Kaiser lost his first one, but he's coming off of a big win with that 7 points. They were both in the cellar
God,
last
I
year.
already
so
forgot.
Sam didn't have a good
Their
a
match.
Star
I was
Wars
like, wait a
presence
minute,
either.
what?
He didn't have an
Right.
Inter-Geekdom
They won
presence.
the
He had
they
that
won the
presence
belt.
yesterday with Amaru Moses, and now he's very excited as the rest of the league
This is
excited to see
actually a
what
good
Marvelous
question
Marie can do
to
here.
point out.
As you said,
Molly, if you would like to
Sean
answer that.
and corruption. This is
So
a good place
I
for
am going to
Sean,
write
much
all
as
of my
I don't like to
answers
give Shannon Barney credit
on my
This is-
whiteboard
this
and
is-
not
this is
share
a
it
good
with
place for him
the
because
group.
He's got an attitude,
But I
He's
will
got
let
that
you
kind of
know
like, I'm better than
how I did
everybody
at
else.
the end.
What's going on? And
And I will be
Kaiser's-
honest.
that is perfect.
Kaiser's
Meanwhile-
taking
Corruption
over.
feels like they're better than everyone else.
Meanwhile, we're all going to make
Corruption picks
ourselves
their nose
look
up
really, really
everyone
stupid
else.
playing Star
So
Wars.
this is the right home. Does it
Although
work
you
for
are
the
going to
Saint?
keep
We're
track of
find
your
out in just
points,
a few.
right?
It's going to be great.
Does
Does it put extra
Yeah.
pressure on
Yes.
the Saint? Because
Okay.
we saw Laura Kelly.
But
and what
again,
she did
I'm
when she
just
was
gonna
lights
say
out,
whether or
and
not
she really
I
looked
would've
like she was wearing a
won or
corruption
done
shirt for
well,
crying
or-
out loud. Does this put
I'll
extra
be honest
pressure on
if I
Sullivan's shoulders to
think that I
represent
would have missed
Star
one.
Warsness in corruption?
But
we're going to see how
unlikely.
these folks handle pressure. They've
Can
done
I just
so
say
thus
that
far
I
in a
love how just
variety of
everyone
formats to
calls
get to this
Sully,
point.
too.
Here
I
they
like
are
how
under
that's
the
just
white
like a
hot
natural
spotlight
thing
of
now
the movie
that
trivia
everyone's
Schmoedown.
person
Season 8,
Sully.
it's war. And of course,
It's his
when we have a
Twitter handle.
Schmoedown,
How
you
can
can
you
expect
not?
very amateur
I mean,
announcing from
yeah.
Christian and I, and a very professional promo
Stay tuned,
from our
Chuck.
Nerd
Stay
Chronic.
tuned.
Here we go.
We'll see. We'll see.
Stay tuned.
And your winner! You hear about 10 voices.
He's like,
Alex
oh yeah, I
crying
won again.
out
Sure.
Alex's
in
mustache,
glee
R.I.P.
as They have now won. Corruption are the champions.
Oh my god.
Oh, I haven't watched this yet. I saw the post.
Oh my god.
Ads.
Brian, I'm gonna get you an ad blocker. Same with
No,
me.
alcohol.
That's a whiskey
An
subscription
online
box.
whiskey tasting service.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
I
There was a whiskey ad.
Yeah, but if I get an ad blocker, then
And I think this man's going to appreciate coming to our home in corruption.
Mike.
Sullivan, give your to corruption.
Oh my god.
I got written off. I got overlooked because guess what? I missed 2 questions in a
Look,
match.
what is
against
it?
everyone's
Second
favorite
day in a
Laura
row
Kelly.
during this,
season I
a
decided
telemarketer
if
has
you
called
can't
me.
beat 'em,
This exact time.
You guys let
Canada
Canada
Rock.
Damn it.
slip because
It's
you
Canada
and your
again.
BS syndrome got in the way of your reset.
Alex Davis, greatest Star Wars player. No one's ever gonna beat him. I know somebody who's beaten Alex Damon. I want people to go, well, obviously this whole Dragon Con lady
Hey,
is
it's
gonna
James
win.
White.
She won this year.
Marie is correct. It is Goji. Congratulations.
Oh.
Oh my god, Daniel made an appearance on the Schmoedown.
years, and nothing's going to stop me.
I gotta clip that and send it to him and his
beat
mom.
Alex.
Oh boy.
In
His
Star Wars
mom.
Dragon
His
Con.
mom will be so excited.
Down to the end that you beat not only Alex Damon, but you beat Thomas Harper.
I'm about to show you just how intense Dragon Con Star Wars trivia.
Look at me! Look at me down there! Look at me! I got that right.
With us joining the fray.
Look at me go.
Against this Dragon Con woman, Marie E. Wilson, and Sean's not very happy about it. And to be honest with you, neither am I. He's a good man.
I'm gonna try to not make every
There are
Star Wars
other
match about
very
me,
good
y'all,
Star
but
Wars
it's gonna be
players
hard.
out there.
That's
But
fine,
I
you're
don't know,
allowed.
someone who maybe did it a few years ago, got
So-
lucky or whatever. I'm taking
My pick
the person
right now is for Sean Sullivan,
who's
but
still blood in the
it was
water.
only to screw
One
over
match in Dragon
Frankie's
and you crown
fantasy
our
league.
champion. Okay, great. This seems like
Not
a
because of
legitimate
me or anything.
trivia.
We don't want
Screw
Frank to
up
win.
Frankie.
We don't want Frank to
And
win.
he came this close to Laura Kelly. This close.
Look at that.
And he's only gotten better since then, so we'll be in the corner preparing to win. Because Sean deserves it.
You're a stepping stone to the ultimate prize.
Oh.
And I can't wait.
Jill and Molly, I think
to
you guys need
leap
earrings
over
like
you
that.
That much.
I have
lightsabers?
like that,
They're red
actually.
lightsabers.
I do have lightsaber earrings. I could put them in
Are
right
you
now.
ready, Schmoedown?
You
I
think
do have
that I'm gonna lose to any of these Dragon Con players? What do I got on my shelf? A bunch of shit about dragons. And in all those stories, the hero slays the dragon. That's what you're getting this year. Why am I looking at my face? So
I will
big?
say
I
this
don't
too.
want that.
He loves that whiskey glass. Loves that whiskey glass.
Oh,
Can
that
I
was
just say, I love how all these clips from the after shows are making it in. They're basically the new promo footage.
Yeah, we're the new media. Oh, that Facebook ad is back.
Wait,
That's
someone
why-
jinxed
that's
it in
why
the
you
chat.
gotta-
I saw
you
someone
always
say
gotta
no
be careful
more
what you're
Facebook
saying, 'cause
ads.
you never know who's watching.
And I
Or
like
it's gonna
that the
get
Facebook
put out.
the Facebook ones you can't skip either.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was I'm pretty sure Billy. Here we go. Yep. Cue the dreaded.
That's what it is. Mark, before that promo was shown,
Fucking
you
Billy.
asked, is there going to be pressure on Sean Sullivan? I think his mouth has put the pressure on him. I think him talking as much as he's been talking about
that's
how
great.
the Dragon Con players
I'm telling you, he's not a
overhyped
saint.
and
He's a
overrated, and that
scoundrel.
and he's been referring to himself, which I think is hysterical, as a pro, as a vet, I should say. He is a pro, but as a vet, which he's been. This is his second league, so second time in the league. So
Wouldn't that make him a
this
vet,
is something
though?
where I think the pressure is a little bit more
he's not a
off
rookie?
of Marie.
I mean,
and
this
more
is his
on
third
Sean, I should
game,
say.
right?
He's
Yeah.
he's
Either way,
what's
man,
called
this
a
is going to be a
sophomore.
battle.
He's
I'm
a
looking
sophomore.
forward to it because if you go back and you look at that win,
But
because
he's
Sean
not a
Sullivan's
rookie.
1-1. He lost against
Don't
Laura
worry,
Kellogg.
we're going to be getting
Kelly
the ad
obviously in the
blockers soon.
tournament, but he had a big win against.
Yes.
Adam
But
Wood.
I need-
great match.
but I
and
need
he's
to
strong in that. So
Get
this
it, Molly,
is
all
going
of her
to be
coins.
Very,
If I use
very
ad blocker,
interesting and
then
ready to go.
Just you
What
just
year
turn
was
it off
Empire
when you're
Strikes Back
watching
released?
Star Wars
1980,
Explained.
right? That was
Okay.
the only Star Wars question you and I got right last week, so
Yes.
I look forward to learning. Let's get it on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Yes,
time
Jose, he's a
for
saint
the
no more.
movie
Oh, wait.
trivia
Jose,
Oh,
you
Saint no less,
corrupted
yeah.
wrong though.
But it's saying no
Don't
less. Yes,
correct
it's
me.
okay.
He's not a
Choosing
saint.
first.
He's a scoundrel.
Representing
Well,
the usual suspects.
Hey, he can either take scoundrel or sassy pants.
I will just say
Schmoedown debut.
Sassy
I'm
pants,
just
Sean
gonna say that
Sullivan.
the Saint can go to some of the
This
craziest murderers in all the mob movies. So
Yeah, whatever.
The saint is turning into the sinner.
Wilson! Marvelous Marie Wilson is here. Marie.
Oh.
We know that this has been very, I'm sure, maybe
I love the
overwhelming,
ship. I do love the
exciting,
ship.
crazy
blueprint.
with all the draft
Me too.
stuff, and then
It's-
maybe
yeah.
really here.
He does have a
Can you tell me
pretty
little bit
awesome
of
background.
what, like, the
It's a white
off-season
print,
was
not
like
a blueprint.
Getting drafted, and then I'm in this league, and who is this person who keeps harassing me on Twitter that calls himself a?
It's also very surprising that the word marvelous was never taken yet.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah.
getting started before the draft, just preparing. I started getting into rewatching the movies and studying up and kind of getting in that headspace of
echoing?
competing again, even before the draft.
I don't hear an echo.
And then after the draft, it was just full on, do everything I can, really treat this seriously,
Yeah, right.
take this seriously.
The devil's help.
And, yeah, I know that I can do this. I know what's in my head, so I'm ready.
Yeah, Marie, you talk about those Dragon Con experiences, and so I guess what I'm asking is the reverse of the stage fright question. We know that you can do it in front of hundreds, maybe thousands of people watching, but can you do it when it's just you chilling in your place by a computer? Can
That's
you
where
do it
she
in the
beat
virtual
Alex, isn't it? Wasn't she chilling
Well,
at
I
home? on
did
a
it
computer?
in 2020,
Yep.
Yeah.
so I know I can do it again.
That's right, Marie. Famously.
Here's the
winning
thing
that
about Dragon
Con,
Con,
actually, and
that I
beating one
will
Alex
say pretty
Damon. So,
confidently.
look,
I don't know what Thomas has
congratulations.
said,
We're very excited to have
or-
you in the
or
league. We
Zach,
look
but-
forward to seeing what you're about to do.
I feel like
Thank
most of
you.
the people that do Dragon Con trivia do not study, or they don't have to study. They just know everything already.
Oh
I
my
like how
goodness.
Sean's getting all these alcohol advertisements.
It's too perfect. It's too
Yeah.
perfect.
Corruption. with a record of 1 win.
I love that we're seeing and hearing this before Sean.
Star Wars.
I don't have a corruption shirt, but I have Yoda.
There he is.
I love how dainty he's drinking the glass.
He needs to put that pinky out.
Pinky's out.
Sullivan.
Nice, Sean.
Look at his face.
Sean, the sassy one, Sullivan. I love it.
Yeah,
right,
sassy pants.
The glove. What is it? Why? And do you think you've been going a little
Sassy
too strong
Sean
on these
Sullivan.
Dragon Con players?
Look, Christian, I don't think I've been going too strong on anyone. I'm sure they're going to be great. I'm sure they're going to perform well. But when it comes down to it,
I love that
we've
tons
got a
in the
league
background.
that's been going here for a long time. I've been watching this stuff for a long time. I've been playing for a year. I know what I'm doing. I know what to expect coming to these matches. I know you're going to mispronounce something. Mark Ellis is going to make a joke out of it, and I'm going to get the question right. That's all that matters.
You're looking to get your last match. You're looking to get.
Pretty accurate summation of every
Oh my god!
ever happened in the history of the Schmoedown.
I didn't say he was wrong. I just said he's not.
Oh man, I love it.
Let me ask you this: as you take a
Holy
sip of your what I'm sure is
Jesus.
pomegranate juice, when you
Apple
look
juice.
at your role in
That
corruption,
deserves-
which
that
is
deserves
what
a-
Marcel
woo.
Kelly
That was
did last minute
incredible.
win over Molly
Sean,
Damon last week, does it
Wow.
put extra pressure upon your shoulders to be
Billy,
the
that is
Star
Ben
Wars
Quadraneros.
presence in
That is
corruption?
indeed.
Well, I mean, I'm not the only Star Wars presence, but as far as last week's match went, I went perfect watching along. You know, all of Corruption, we did a watch along with it. We were all watching it together. I went perfect in that match. That's all that matters. I know Laura's great. You know, I'd love to have Laura back on the faction as much as everyone else would. But when it comes down to it, it's my turn to show what I have. And, you know, being surrounded by winners like Corruption, as opposed to whatever the hell Kate was running last year, you know, this is a much better fit for me.
All right. Well, thank you to Sam Sullivan, and
You
now we
are
bring
correct,
in
Chuck.
Marie.
Sam Sullivan?
Let's call him Sam Sullivan.
Round number 1.
Yes, sir. Okay, so here's the rules of round number 1. It's going to work like a normal
Alrighty.
Schmoedown
Here we
Star
go.
Wars match.
Like Sean
that
said,
we've
he
ever had
mispronounces
before.
stuff.
We have
and
10
sometimes
questions
he just misses
in
names.
round at number 1. Each question's for the point. There's no penalty for missing a
I'm
question.
just waiting to
There
see
is
if
no
Molly
penalty
accidentally does a
wrong.
reveal.
round
Ellis
number
is
1.
gonna make
There
fun
isn't.
of
You
me
get about
for
15
it.
seconds.
All right.
As soon as you hear the question,
For
try to
rules
write
for us,
down your
everybody,
best
if you've
attempt
never
at an
joined us
answer. Once we ask
before,
you by name
we
or
play
nickname,
question for
you
question
reveal it,
here
you
on
show your word
POV.
to the camera. At the same time, you verbalize
We just
it
play every
into
single question
your
as possible, trying to get as many
microphone.
points as we
Each
possibly
competitor,
can.
throughout the
As
duration
Molly
of the
mentioned up
3-round
top,
match,
she'll
you
be
have
playing
3
along. We're not
usages
revealing.
of the
And then she'll
JTE
talk about
rule,
it
who I
towards the
believe
end
is
because she
related
is
to
obviously
Lois.
an active
If
competitor.
you're not sure you heard a question
And
right, you buy yourself another
we'll
15
see how we
seconds.
do, being that
Use
Star
the
Wars is
JTE
the
rule.
deepest
You also
and
each
the
have 1 challenge. You can
wildest
use it
of the
anytime.
bunch.
You may issue the
This one
challenge
shall
as
be
the
fun.
competitor. We'll bring your manager in. They'll confirm and
Yeah,
ratify
PJ
that
can't
said
screw me
challenge
like he did
is
with IG
taking
and make it
place.
deeper
Christian,
anymore.
I see nothing but focus.
I mean, he
For now.
can.
I see a
For
beard.
now.
Molly, don't give
I
him
see
ideas.
Some lights flashing and Marie. This is. I feel like they're both in a spaceship. Am I wrong here?
I feel like
No,
they're both
it
in a
absolutely does, and you can tell that both of these competitors know what competition is, and we're ready to get going. So we
There
start
is
with
like
Sean.
a
Are
weird
you ready?
blinking light
I'm ready.
on her
Maria, you
side.
ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's get ready.
All right,
to
let's get this
Schmoedown.
over with.
Round number 1.
see how much
I
retain.
Number 1.
Sassy Molly Damon.
First, in the realm of
Stop stealing my
Revenge
words.
of the Sith,
Cool.
what system does Sidious have the Separatist leaders move to under the guise of protection?
You know, Christian, when they're this focused coming out of the
You know,
gate, it almost puts more
Brian,
pressure on
you
us
might be
because I think
correct.
they're gonna
It
get a lot
does look
right.
like a
We just
picture
have
on
to
the
not
right
miss
side of Mark Ellis disappeared all of a sudden.
Find out in a second. Probably not.
Weird.
Oh yeah.
And 5.
I do like this new layout. It's very nice.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty brilliant.
One,
I do
pens
like it as
down,
well.
please,
Mustafar.
and Sam.
Mustafa.
Sam, I did it again. John.
Mustafar.
That's why
Sam.
didn't do it.
I like that he did
And
not
Marie.
reveal until he said
Mustafar.
his
It was like
proper
One.
name.
That's not my name.
Here is the next question.
Was that the announcer curse that I set you up for error there?
And I did mention
No, I
everyone
did.
is
I
more
did
than
it
welcome
for-
to
I did
play
it the first time I
along.
did it on
There's a
purpose.
delay on
Sometimes
our
I
end.
did
It doesn't help
But
us.
you know what? I don't
You
have
guys
no
are more than
regrets.
welcome to put him in the
Your
chat.
next question. In 2015, the Force set an alarm and then woke up in a movie called The Force Awakens. And your question for a point. What vehicle does Rey hope to use to escape the First Order on Jakku? God, remember being at that premiere?
No.
One of the best memories of my life.
Yawn.
Really, my whole life.
Okay, listen.
I'm using a red pen for corruption.
3, 2, 1.
I put a
pens down.
skyhopper.
All right, Marie.
Quad jumper.
Quad
Quad
jumper.
jumper.
Damn it.
That's it.
You have to say it like Ray.
Quad
That
jumper.
quad
Thank you
jumper.
so much, Sean. All right.
All right, Ray.
And here's question number 3. Question number 3. It's from the Clone Wars.
Oh, cool.
Who voices the character of
Ah!
Palpatine in 2008? The Clone
I'm not going to know a
Wars movie.
single thing from this movie.
I'm
Tell you
not.
what, man. One of the things I remember the
There's
most
actually
about
only
that
one
is the
question
short
I know.
grid
I'm
beat
not
they
gonna-
had
yeah.
afterwards.
I've
That's a good
memorized
one.
it.
Yeah, it was good. It's delicious.
Oh, chowing that down next to Harry Ford.
I have no
4,
idea.
3,
Sean knows his Clone Wars voice
One.
actors.
Blank.
Hands down, please. And Sean.
Blank.
Ian Abercrombie.
Yes, Marie.
Ian Abercrombie.
Let's
High
go.
game still.
That's a real
Long
name?
players. Looking to
Okay.
scrap here as we get to our 4th question.
That was his
Only
3
people
rounds.
named
His
Ian
3rd
can
round.
apparently
That's
play
it.
the
3-point question.
All right. Here's
Wait,
your next question.
Clone
It
Wars
takes place in the
actors.
world of the Phantom Menace. And it is in the Phantom Menace, who says, I pray you will bring back compassion and sanity to the Senate.
Who
Could probably
says
use
it?
those in this planet's Senate, Christian.
I like what they're doing here. And 5,
Ah, whoa, this is ooh.
3,
Ooh.
1. Pens down, please.
Padme?
Hands up,
Padme?
and we start with Marie.
Padme Amidala.
Yes, Sean.
Yes.
Padme.
Yes.
Wow, they both got it. Wow, they both were stumped for a second. I had to think about it, but they both got it. So we get to question number 5.
That was
Almost halfway
straight up
through
guess.
here in round number 1.
She was the
Solo,
first character
a
that came to
Star Wars
mind.
Story is
Me
the
too.
topic. What is the name of the Wookiee
Oh, son of a
that
bitch.
Chewbacca saves
Oh!
on Kessel, who in turn helps him load the coaxum onto the
Coaxum.
Falcon?
And here's Mark packing his briefcase,
Ah.
saying thank you. I tried.
Oh, you were
These
gone.
are-
Come on, you were gone a long time ago.
Tough.
I got the first one.
Congratulations.
I can't think of her name.
4,
It's
3,
I can't think of her name. It's gonna bug me.
1. Pens
Nothing.
down,
That's a boy.
and Sean.
Sagwa. Shit.
Sagwa?
Boom.
Correct. Marie.
Sagwa.
Yes. All right. 5-5. 5-5. All right. Here we go, Mark.
Oh.
Next question.
Deep Wookiee cut there. We move on to the greatest Star Wars film of all time, Return of
Return
the
of the
Jedi. And the question is, after Luke cremates Vader, what is the first planet shown to be celebrating the fall of the Empire after the Battle of Endor?
This good question.
Yes, it is.
The first one?
I consider it a win for us and the writers when they have to think for a second before they start writing.
5, 4, 3.
Did I get a JT?
Repeat the question.
Yep. Oh, there's Sean
That
got it
was-
in first.
Oh,
Sean got it in first. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first time
In
we've
the
ever
world
seen
of
that.
Return of the Jedi,
Yeah.
it's a great film.
Interesting.
After Luke cremates Vader,
I
what
love-
is the
I do-
first
I do like how they
planet
did that,
shown
though.
to be
They
celebrating
give
the
it
fall of
first
the
two
Empire
factors.
after the Battle of Endor?
Makes sense.
That's not.
God, there's
Christian,
one
I
of
guess in this
one of
reality,
two things in my
Dumb
head,
Mouth is
and I
no
hope
more.
I.
Pour one out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is a big one in the Schmoedown.
Start with Marie.
Coruscant?
Coruscant.
It's incorrect. Sean.
Oh,
Naboo.
Also incorrect. Mark.
Looking for Roka. You want to?
Roka, where are you at?
Bespin.
It's
Bespin does it again. Bespin seems to be the curse of all competitors in the
no.
movie trivia Schmoedown. But both
Sorry,
missed.
John. I'm sorry. It was right there. I had to take the
We
shot.
still see ourselves
That one
tied
is tough
at
though. 'cause
5-5. Nobody striking first blood yet. All right, here's
They
the
show
next
a bunch
question.
of different places
In
in
the
a row.
Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker. What surname does Rey adopt at the end?
Are we
of the
joking?
film?
Okay.
I'm not. Okay, I'll write it.
You ever wake up in the morning, Christian, just think,
No.
I have a planet in Star Wars named after me?
Yeah, they're gonna blow it up soon. They'll blow it up soon.
They're gonna blow it up.
5, 4. I would. 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
I think if
please.
anyone
Skywalker.
missed
Sean.
this, they should never be
Skywalker.
allowed to play trivia ever
Yes.
again.
And Marie.
Skywalker.
Correct. All right.
Maybe
So
they left the
still
theater before
6-6.
the last scene.
Great
I don't know.
fight here
Not if they're in
round
the
number
Star
one
Wars
as we get to the
League.
next question.
No.
Yes, it is. That is in Attack of the Clones.
My least favorite.
And your
stuff.
question about episode 2. Obi-Wan says he hasn't felt Anakin this tense since falling into a nest of what?
We have, the manager of the suspects here, Sam Levine, in the chat saying it's spelled Bespin, but it's pronounced Lita Headey. It's really a nice throwback.
Pronounced
Callback.
Lena Headey.
Old school Schmoedown
Call back to
fans.
Empire Strikes back.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please.
Gundarks.
And we start with Marie.
Gundarks.
Yes, Sean.
Gundarks.
What a fight. What a fight so far. 7-7. An impressive showing so far by rookie Marie Wilson, and equally as impressive from sophomore Sean Sullivan. All right, here's
Sophomore
the
Sean,
next
not
one.
vet
Here's the
quite
next
yet,
one. Last
apparently.
Jedi. Last Jedi.
Sophomore.
What is Kylo's response to Rey when she calls him a monster? You're looking for the quote.
Can I make a suggestion? I think Star Wars Land at Disneyland should have a Gundark thing where you get to see if you can pull the ears off of it.
Yeah, I think that should have been done a long time ago. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up.
Is it you're not
Pens down,
listening?
hands up.
Yes,
And
I
we
am.
Start
Ah, crap.
with Sean.
I don't have it.
Marie,
I am a monster.
looking for yes, I am.
Nice, Jake.
I am.
Good job, Jake.
Yes,
Good
I
pull.
am. So both missed that too. Marie getting close.
It's
And
I-
we now
it-
see 7-7 as we get to
5
the
times out of 10,
final
I would have
question
answered what she answered.
in
It
round number
totally
1.
makes sense what
Apparently,
she
Kylo
answered.
was in an early '90s Bud Light commercial.
You
Your
just
next
don't
question and
hear
last one
Kylo
in
saying
round number 1 is in the world of A New
monster.
Hope.
Yeah,
the one that
that's
started
kind of
it
what
all, and here we go.
I had said, yeah.
Princess Leia says to Darth Vader, she's on a diplomatic mission to what planet after the Empire boards her ship at the beginning of the film?
I'm going to tell you.
Oh my God.
I, I feel like I'm overthinking this.
The
Maybe?
writers- No, the writers have been doing a great job so far.
This is a consular ship.
This is
Where's the
Oh my God, why am I
ambassador?
blanking on this?
Christian, thank
3,
you for giving credit to the writers.
2,
Thank you.
1.
Oh my God.
Is it
I'm blanking.
Alderaan?
It's Alderaan. Why was I blanking on Alderaan?
Alderaan.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, wait a second.
Alderaan.
It's
And the game
Alderaan.
is
Yeah, I
tied
was like,
still.
what
8-8.
planet is Leia
What a
from?
Start to round number 1. Marie
Wow.
Wilson showing she is for
The
real, and
pressure
so
of
is
the
Sean
Schmoedown.
Sullivan.
Wow.
As we have a start here
Wow.
of 8-8.
Nice.
And they both missed the same question, which is also very interesting. All right, Mark, round number 2.
I
The
got-
round's about
I got
to begin.
7.
How's it go?
I
got
also have
5.
to.
Schmoedown. Hope everybody
Damn,
is
this
doing
is-
okay
guys, we might
out
be-
there. I know
our-
it's been a
our
tough
best
year.
reactions
I
might
know
come
that
from Star Wars.
2020 has
Might
been
come from-
stressful.
I mean,
and
I
if
might-
you are
Am I
experiencing
skipping
stress,
this?
or if you have
I love how
chronic
I
pain,
no.
have
I
trouble
love how
sleeping at
Rachel's
least once a
listening to
week,
Molly in this situation.
you're not alone. Many of us do. And
How what?
you've listened to
She's
SCN
like,
and you know of
whatever.
one of our great competitors.
Why I'm
Mr.
so why did I
Winnow, Brett Sheridan. He's
my
talked
brain
about
and
many
Alderaan.
times
Oh my God, I
what
gotta
feels has
beat
done
myself up for that one.
him and what it can.
What is
I'm-
feel?
eh,
Wait. What is feel?
It's weed
Oh,
drugs.
it's the CBD oil.
I'm kidding.
Pain and sleep.
Uh,
Anytime that we have a sponsor, I wanted to make sure
I want
that it's,
May or may not
it's
have-
fitting
be studying a little
for
bit.
us, for
I
our
don't know.
audience, and I remember talking
I
to
have
Brett
CBD
about it,
oil. You
how
could buy that shit
it was
online.
happening, and then,
You
um,
can. But see, my thing is, I tried CBD oil and it just made me
tremendously,
more
and
anxious.
it's really easy.
Really?
to take
It just makes me
Yeah.
sleepy.
I was
I'm
bummed
afraid
out.
it
That's
will
why
make-
that's why I took it, because I wanted it to help
The thing
me
to
fall
remember about
asleep, but it just made
CBD
me
is that
more anxious and I
finding
couldn't
the
fall
right
asleep.
dose is the most
Nice.
important thing. Everyone's dose is different. So leave
See
room
now
to,
I'm afraid
experiment over the
like
course of a
oh
week,
no
so you may
my
need to
foot
take
hurts. Let
some
me put it
more
on my
or less
foot.
to get
Is
the
my foot
effects
gonna get high?
thereafter. Some great things about feels is that there's actually real
See, with the
cues
Alderaan
Just-
question for a
and
second,
new
I
to
thought
CBD, Feels
Dantooine,
offers a free
and then my
CBD
brain only
hotline
thought of
to help guide
Dantooine.
Yeah.
experience. Great.
I get into that pattern sometimes where I have my first thought, and then my first thought is just like the only thing and the loudest thing
That's
that
what
my
I
brain.
just had, and I was like,
It's hard. It's
I
hard to
got
get away from it.
Dantooine.
Yeah.
On every order, and you can pause or cancel.
Like my
in
Kira question, my brain was like Amelia Clark, and I was like, but
That
what's her character name?
that was me yesterday with the Dread one.
Remember today by
Yeah.
Cersei, it's Cersei. No, it's not. What is her
Not
name?
Brian. That was Apocalypse. That was
If
Apocalypse.
you do that, feels.com
Well,
slash
you can
We've
check
been
out
playing too much trivia lately.
trivia on Apocalypse, and
50%
you can watch me come in last place for like the
shipping.
8th
That's
week in a row
feals.com
by one question, which I would have won the whole thing by.
You would have won the whole thing by if you got the right answer. You were
For,
correct.
this is the second week in a row that's happened.
Feals.com
Or second time in a row.
Trivia. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh my God, we're gonna get an
Quick
ad
ad.
after Christian's
Quick
ad.
Oh, what is this?
Mouth breathers anonymous.
Oh, it's chapstick.
Oh,
Oh, we're not.
Wait, what?
That's why I knew I had to.
I know I can skip it, but I'm kind of curious.
Boom Boom Naturals? What is this?
Okay, sorry.
Google it.
I actually would have watched that because I'm kind of curious. But I didn't want to bore you.
Get to spin at that wheel. Sorry,
Okay, so the way our second round and third round works here is that we just completely shout out answers. But the thing for these Star Wars matches is that there's only 3 of us and not 4 of us. For any kind of tie that may happen, we leave it to the chat, more so Rachel, because she's our mod.
I think Molly can be the person this time.
Molly can also do it.
Okay, that's fair too. Yeah.
Or Rachel.
She has to distinguish between voices, which
because it is tied, but
let's be clear, she's not going to give it to me.
I mean, I
will give it to the correct person.
Sully is going to have the choice whether he wants to spin first or defer to his opponent.
I'm going to go ahead and defer.
Okay, you're going to defer, so we're going to drop Sean
Interesting.
out.
Interesting.
Sam, you got 60 seconds to talk to your
Is it?
competitor. Starting now.
It is.
I am so proud of you, Marie. That was amazing. Those 2 questions were so hard. I could see the writers grinning, patting themselves on the back. We did it. We stumped our Star Wars nerds. But they were so hard that nobody got them. The writers didn't even get them.
Sullivan actually has an answer for us. It's a nasal inhaler, and it's called this. I have no idea how to say that.
I thought it was like smelling
aromatherapy.
Aroma. Okay, there you go.
This is great. You're crushing
like
it.
portable aromatherapy. Interesting.
To anyone who was unsure,
it was kind of like
what's up with Marie? Oh, she
funny. I was thinking it was like smelling salts for a second.
Malcolm?
Yeah, Malcolm, I would pull your comment up, but we're trying to keep the channel a little friendly. But good luck on your thesis, dude. Seriously, that's big time, man. That is big time.
Good luck.
Good luck to you.
Hopefully our shenanigans here help.
I'm glad we can help calm you down.
Even though we're screaming at each other.
We're screaming.
I don't even remember
when you kicked that thesis' butt.
I don't even remember what was on my wheel, but mixed bag, heroes and villains.
I know we talked this out. So
see, I don't.
Although that one, I feel pretty good about.
I feel good about
Mark.
it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's so excited about Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Sean kept return on his first.
All right, so
match.
We're gonna do it. Mark Ellis so happy.
Here we go. All right, Marie.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Holding his glass in like. Okay.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go. 5 points. Displeased with their lack of progress, who
the Emperor
oversaw the final stages
son of a bitch.
the
I need to make the other
of the second Death
Was that
Star?
me or Jill?
That was you, unfortunately.
I said Palpatine.
Oh, I didn't. Molly.
I'm gonna go with Darth Vader.
Oh,
Yes.
correct. So Sean, for the steal here, displeased with their lack of progress.
Who gets the points?
Who
Chad, who
personally
gets the points?
oversaw the final stages of the construction of the second Death Star?
That would be Sheev Palpatine.
Palpatine is correct for 2 points. All right, so
thanks, Chuck.
I'm giving myself 2 points.
Thanks, Jesus.
The Jedi.
I'm not looking.
What is the name of the supervisor droid that C-3PO and
wait,
D9?
No, is it UV-99?
EV-99.
No!
Oh, so close. UV-99.
Damn it.
EV-99 close.
Here you go. What did Han Solo call Jabba as
A wonderful
the group
human
are
being.
about to be thrown
Oh
into
no! At the
Sarlacc?
Sarlacc pit. Dang it!
Slimy piece of worm-ridden filth.
That is absolutely.
Holy moly!
Didn't even have time to write that down. but yeah.
Wow, that's wow.
That is a good one.
Molly,
I'll
just
give you
write
next
2 or 1 next to yours.
What, according to Luke Skywalker,
Oh,
Confidence.
Your arrogance.
His confidence. Overconfidence?
Overconfidence.
correct?
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right, 2 more points for Marie. She's got 1 more left, and here you go. How does Leia describe her memory of her mother after saying she
Kind?
was beautiful? We're looking for the quote.
Kind but sad.
Kind, but sad.
2 more points.
I'm giving
Marie should
myself
get one
0.5
stumble up
on that
top,
one.
but comes
These
right
are
back as we
hard.
see now
That was
Jason
a tough round
16,
too.
Sullivan 10.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, buddy. Damn,
All right,
you look good.
Shannon, you got 60 seconds here.
He's like, I know.
Yes, thank you so much. Excellent first round, my friend. Excellent.
why is there a black
amazing,
bar next to Shannon?
Huge, necessary steal. Well done. You
Stop
are on
judging
the right
them,
track.
okay?
How are you feeling right now?
I hate
Feel
black
great.
bars.
I feel like
They
I'm
didn't scoot her
horn
video
Why don't we
feed
do that?
over far
I
enough.
have a feeling they created this new layout because of Christian's black bars.
They're listening to us. Isn't that what Molly's drinking?
No,
No.
it's another hard seltzer though.
Yeah,
Oh.
almost.
All right, here's the here is
What?
the
So at my work,
your spin.
we had
Spin is in.
a meeting and I talked about like the exercise
thing
thing I'm
here
doing. The
for
next day, it
Sean.
popped up on my
He's
coworker's
gonna
Facebook.
He can spin again.
We've known for years they're listening to us.
They're always
but it's so
listening.
creepy.
If you call him Sam one more time, I'm gonna burn your garage down, Christian.
No problem.
Sam
Susan.
won't.
All right, so now we
Oh,
have
Sean, keep it.
fourth week.
Keep it, John.
So you guys had 60 seconds to decide, starting now.
How you feeling about this?
I mean, anything on the wheel is pretty much the same. Are there categories I like better? Sure. You know, Marie already took my favorite category. Sorry, Mark.
Aw.
Mark's face.
Sucks. Well, I mean, look, if you want to spin again, if there's something else you feel better about, just be aware that opponent's choice is still on the board regardless. So, but like you said, it's all the same.
Yeah,
What do you
but
want to
the
do?
Clone
If
Wars
you're
movie isn't
guessing-
on there, so honestly, it's just
Yeah,
like
I would
go for it if you want to spin again.
Let's do that.
All right, so now whatever Sean gets here.
Although
That's the thing. If Clone Wars
Well,
isn't on there, then
Shannon,
spin again.
You killed me for a long season, Christian. Just
I
getting
know.
started.
I know my
I'm
phone
just here to watch.
can't block the number yet.
Oh.
All right, here we go. So
Mm.
Attack of the Clones.
That's
Okay.
right. That is episode
Oh, he
2.
switched to
Watch this
water. Oh,
happen.
now he's getting
We're
serious.
at home.
Yeah.
Big
'Cause he's
steal
drinking water?
by
Yeah.
John Sullivan and
Yeah.
Marie's
Game
round. We have
time.
Marie
Game
showing a
time now.
lot
He's
of rookie
drinking water.
resolve. Christian coming back and having a perfect round after
Jill, did
that,
you do
so we'll
Sean's
see how
eyebrows? They're
Sean
kind of on
does
point.
right now. 5
I did not. He
questions.
did his own.
Brian Ward, you're the man.
2 points.
Good job, Brian. I was just saying.
Anakin,
Layout
Looks-
is-
he's the most gifted
It looks
Jedi
great.
he's ever met.
That would be Sheev Palpatine.
Son of
A
a
lot of
bitch.
Palpatine
Yep.
here today.
You got it.
All right. Just every time I hear the name,
Brian, you're
I just
a
why.
genius. You already know that. Though. I've talked to you enough.
Next question.
Thank you for putting this out on your homepage, by the way.
How long was Shmi missing after being kidnapped by the
2
Tusken
weeks?
4
Raiders
weeks?
before
A month?
Anakin arrived
A month?
on Tatooine?
A month.
Wow.
Damn
It
it.
was 1 month. That is correct.
Which is
2
4
more
weeks.
points.
That is 4 weeks.
Move on. This could
Well,
possibly
sometimes a month
tie
or
the
a month.
match.
Be quiet, Jake.
What kind of creature does Anakin ride on in the
Oh,
grassy field
oh
on
my
Naboo?
God.
That would be a shack.
Ah, damn it. I knew it was SH something.
We studied that one
Um,
so
that
much
was
too.
I
I'm so glad
know.
that was
All right,
asked.
Billy looking to take a big lead here heading into round number 3. He can do so with his penultimate
I like
question.
their big
An
butts.
Attack of the Clones on Camino. How many clones?
200
were said to be,
a million
quote,
were ready.
Ready for war?
200,000.
200
Oh, son of,
200,000.
I
and a
mixed
million.
it
A
up.
million more.
God damn
Well
it.
on the way. That is 2 more points. It's a
I even
2-point
started
lead,
to
so
say
we're
it,
looking to have
too.
a 4-point lead, possibly going into the final round.
Come on,
Here we
Johnny.
go. Attack of the Clones. Your final question in round 2, Sean. Yoda calls the mind of a child truly wonderful, as it is what?
Imaginative?
Truly
No.
wonderful. The mind of a child is.
No, that's too
We're
big of a
going to
word.
go multiple choice on this one.
Shit.
Okay. Going to give you 4 options for a point. Is it A, imaginative?
Oh, I'm
B,
sticking with
patient,
imaginative.
C, kind?
I think it's
or D,
uncluttered.
uncluttered?
That'd be imaginative.
uncluttered is what I have.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
So for a
Uncluttered.
big 1-point
I
steal,
think it's
Maria, I'm going to give you the
uncluttered.
question and your options again. Then you can wager a guess. Yoda calls
Stop
the
biting your
mind
nails,
of a
Sean.
child truly wonderful,
I hear that all
as
the
it
time.
is what? Is
Yeah,
it A,
Because yours are
imaginative,
down to you.
B, patient,
Here.
C, kind, or D, uncluttered?
Imaginative.
I'm
Oh, no,
gonna
you
go
got it wrong.
Uncluttered.
Just like Molly the Wonder Dog's mind is. That is correct.
Oh,
Point and
okay.
Christian, we got
Interesting.
Really?
Big steal. That was a
I-
big
honestly,
steal.
I-
All right, so
I
now
mean,
we get
I
to
don't have the
the
movie in front of me, but
final round,
uncluttered feels like a
round
weird
number
word for
1.
Yoda to
What
say.
are the rules for round number 3?
The rules
Uncluttered.
of round number 3. No more stealing. Okay, we've had enough drama in that. You each get a set of questions to answer. 3 questions for
Okay.
each of you. How do we get those questions?
How is everybody
We need to
doing
get-
after that round?
We need 3 numbers.
Rachel,
I got
throw it in the
eight.
You
chat.
may not pick the same numbers because each number.
Sorry, that
corresponds
last
to a
one threw me
category
off.
of Star Wars
I'm
trivia.
still doing very
Your
well
number
though.
range is 1 to 20. Any integer.
I'm gonna
within
look
there
that
is
scene up real
fine.
quick.
Your first question is going to be a 2-pointer.
Just
Your
'cause
next one is
I
worth
am
3 points. Your last one, should we
confused.
make it that far?
Haha,
All
Chuck, I already
indications
got
are
my
we will.
15.
Is
Haha,
worth
haha.
5 big points, 5 of the biggest points of this young season for each competitor, Christian. And it is
Oh,
still
look,
a
the
1
king
point
him-
advantage for Sean Sullivan. So, Sean, you get to give us
Oh,
your
not
3
that
numbers
one,
first,
sorry.
and we're going to get
Wrong
Marie's lucky
chat.
numbers. What feels fortunate?
What?
Let's go 4, 5, 6.
4, 5.
Oh, that was
6
easy.
for Sean, and for Marie.
This is the comment I meant to pull up. Sorry, guys.
8,
The king himself.
12, 16.
Interesting.
All right, Shannon, you got 60 seconds.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the
Thank
scene.
you so much. I appreciate it. All right, we got a 1-point advantage. That's awesome. We need it, quite frankly. And by the way, your steal is much bigger than hers. They act like everything's so great that she does, and everything he does is like meh. Okay, but that's because we're just
Sean has a much
but
bigger
you came into
steal.
this knowing that, so that doesn't bother you, does
I mean,
it?
was it
Yeah,
a
that
2-point steal?
point was pretty big. That
Exactly.
was good.
Exactly. And we knew we
I
were
was
going to stand at
making
the
a
end of this round,
dick
which is on
joke.
top of the usual suspects' heads. But that's neither here nor there. You got your 2 JTs left. Totally fine. Use them as you need.
I know,
them. Make
Chuck,
sure
he's
you're
so
listening to those
angry
questions.
today.
Don't overthink it. Don't underthink it. You know how
I'm
the
angry
question
towards
writers
Chuck.
throw you off. You know exactly what to
First,
expect here, right? So
trying
you
to be
stay
sassy
above
with me
water
on
here.
Twitter,
You keep it
and
cool, and you do what
now
do
you.
best.
That word is not said in the
Seconds
movie.
starting now.
Uncluttered.
Uncluttered is not said in the movie.
Tried
I
to
just
tell him, like,
watched
oh,
the
this is a
scene.
huge steal. Our steal was so much bigger. They should have
Huh.
a 4-point lead
Interesting.
right now. They
Huh.
have a 1-point lead. That's a massive difference. Oh, that was adorable. She's talking to him like,
Is-
"Oh, you're this great."
Let me
woman."
let me
I
just
know you
Google the
probably-
whole line that they
I
said.
know you probably won't know this, but has that ever happened
Watching
before?
it. I don't know what that lip service was. I am so proud of you.
What?
But
You
they
are
botched
doing
a
so
quote?
great.
That like
1
maybe
point
they
lead.
read something else
Nothing
that
in the
may have
third
been
round.
answered
So
incorrectly.
you're going to get questions thrown at you. All you have to do is get
Well, if they're
one
looking at the
question correct and it
script.
kicks back to
Not that
him.
I know
You're off
of.
the line.
Yeah, I don't
Okay?
think that's
You
ever
got
been done.
this. I believe in you.
It's fine.
The
It's
suspects
okay.
believe in you.
That's pretty interesting. I mean, at this point, right now, it doesn't matter. So
And, all right.
Bye, Hobbit.
You chose category
later, Andy.
number 8. Category number 8
I like
for
saying Hobbit
your
better.
2-point question. It's in the realm of heroes. Heroes. Okay. In Return of the Jedi, which rebel leader proclaimed, "The Emperor has made a critical error, and the time for our attack is now"?
Akbar?
Dodonna?
Akbar? I'm gonna stick with Akbar. This is too good of a comment to not bring up, by the way.
Um,
I'm gonna say Admiral.
Mon Mothma.
It's correct.
Ah,
2
son of a
points.
gun.
Big
I was
pull by
between the
Marie.
two of them.
That's it.
I was
She
between the
gets
two
it
of them.
there.
That's right, she
Bounces
sounds-
back
Emperor
to,
has made
Yeah, she says it's
Yeah.
Critical error.
Yeah.
So he chose
Number 4
number 4.
is the number. You went 4, 5, and 6. Thanks for the chronology there, Sean. Your 4, Jim Harbaugh's number, corresponds to your 2-point question in the world of the Clone Wars.
Oh
They
God.
made a movie out of it. They made a movie out of it, and you get a 2-point question. And
Better
here
a
it is.
2-pointer than a 5.
2 voices. Obi-Wan Kenobi in
Oh, James
Clone
Arnold
Wars.
Taylor.
That'd be James Arnold Taylor.
Friend of the show, and it's worth 2 points and a 1-point lead now, once again, for Sean Sullivan.
All right, so now we get.
There's only
to
one
Marie,
Clone
which
Wars
is
question
category
I
number
know,
12.
and I've
That-
waited
I
for
think
them
that
to
might
answer.
be the only one I know.
Revenge of the Sith.
Is it the 12th
Revenge
moon
of
of
the Sith.
Yout?
I know that one.
All
No,
right,
it's the
here
bounty
is the
hunters.
question.
Oh.
What is the name of the Varactyl?
Oh, boy.
V-A-R-A-C-T-Y-L that Obi-Wan
Boga?
rides on
Boga.
Utapau?
Boga.
Boga.
It's Boga.
Olga.
Yes, for 3 points. Marie, thank you so much for not letting me read that again. All right, so 3
I would have
points there.
repeated it just
Wilson
on
with
purpose.
22, Sullivan
Aw.
with 20. Back to Sullivan now with category 12.
Back to Sullivan with category 5, as a matter of
Yes,
fact.
5.
Right. But
Where's
you're
12
still thinking
coming
about the
from?
Varactyl.
Right.
All right, Sean, you can.
I mean, I
grab
like
the
the
lead
number.
once
It's my
again, but in
favorite,
order to
but-
do it, you're going to have to navigate your way through the category of who said it. These are Star Wars quotes.
Oh,
And your question for the lead: who says, "If we can make it to the ground, we'll take the next chance and the next, on and on until we win, or the chances are spent"?
Okay. Cassian Andor?
That would be Cassian Andor.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Channeling her inner Lombardi, it was Jyn Erso.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Character. So Sean misses that one. We stick with Sean Sullivan here. We've got to hit this 5-pointer. So what an interesting turn of events we have now. Sean Sullivan has to hit his 5. If
He
hits
didn't
his
say
5,
that.
it bounces back to
he was
Marie,
wrong.
who will try to win it with her 5. However, if Sean does not hit this, then Marie Wilson will win the game. All right. So Sean has category 6.
That's right, Christian. Sam Levine's words could prove prophetic, but in order for that to occur, Sean would have to miss a question that I feel is in a category that corruption loves, because he has chosen villains.
Oh.
And your 5-point question.
Death Star's not a villain. Villains.
What is the name of the Imperial general who informs Tarkin that there is a rebel incursion on Scarif in Rogue One?
Hope.
Five.
I'm not even gonna try.
KT.
Second one.
Come on,
One
Shawnee!
remaining. Your category is villains. The question: what is the name of the Imperial general who informs Tarkin that there is a rebel incursion on Scarif in Rogue One?
I think I know the first letter.
5, 4.
Well, first letter doesn't help you, Brian.
Last one.
Well, if I think of it.
Villains. The question for 5 points: what is the name of the Imperial general who informs Tarkin that there is a rebel incursion on Scarif in Rogue One?
I mean, I do know it. I know Sean knows this.
General Coda.
Is it Ramadi? Oh,
It is Ramadi.
Damn.
Marvelous Marie comes back with the victory. The answer was marked General Romedy. Romedy.
Romedy.
Continuing on with the miscorrect pronunciations, Christian
Wow.
Harloff.
So, wow. Unbelievable, Marie. Congratulations, Sam.
I'm curious if Marie knew that, because she looked like she was
just said
questioning
she did.
herself.
With,
But, okay.
Jen's
Well, I
producer
mean, they all do.
That's a good line.
Mark, that was impressive. As Sam said,
I
she stayed in the
mean,
pocket.
damn.
Her first match, she stayed in there because Sullivan looked great.
Sullivan did look
really
great.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
look, he looked like a
crucial steal in that round.
Hi, Billy.
different player.
He got
Up
a
until that-
question that apparently wasn't in the movie.
I was gonna say up until the 3-point of the third round, he looked like
I mean, it really went down to the
someone
last act
who
of Rogue
should not
One.
be
How
trifled.
razor thin this.
So
mess
I
is.
did
Christian, I go
Google
back to that steal
that
that
Yoda
John
quote
Sullivan
with the
had.
word uncluttered, and it
Marie,
shows
and
up in the
most rookies,
script,
virtually all rookies,
but the script is like all over the place. It's got the kid saying stuff back to Yoda, which doesn't happen. And I looked up the scene on Disney Plus, and Yoda does not say anything after truly wonderful the mind of a child is. He just like chuckles and says Padawan is right.
Interesting. To you and your family, welcome to our family.
So
We're happy to have her, and we are now. And I can
That one
hear
was
Justin Hamilton
tough.
screaming Alabama pride right now, and
also
we
like
are-
nearly
we are
impossible
going
to challenge
to
in that amount of
Yeah,
time, because
like-
you're like,
yeah.
victorious
hold on.
Marvelous Marie
You would have
Wilson,
to-
and usual
Yeah.
suspects 2 wins in
And
a
that's
row
the thing.
here.
I think because people are saying you
Sam
should have
Levine's
challenged.
gotta
It's
be
like
riding
it's
cloud high. Here we go.
Sam, that
It's
look
one of those
on
things
your
you
face,
can't, like, really
everything. How great does it feel to start
challenge.
off season 8 like this?
I
like if you
cannot
don't
tell you how proud I
know
am
it, like if you don't
of
know
this
that
young
scene
lady,
back and
Marie
forth, you can't.
Wilson,
There's nothing you can't really
has
challenge.
absolutely made
I mean,
her mark. on
Marie
the
killed
Schmoedown
it
stage.
with
Yeah, no, she did
her
great.
her round 2, that slimy worm-ridden
That
filth
was
one. That
super
would have taken me a
impressive.
couple more seconds to think of, but I'm impressed
That's-
at how quickly she said it.
That's a legit that's a legit question in
Yeah,
answer.
that was
That's good.
impressive.
You know, obviously, it was something.
Pro
that
tip: learn all of the
was a little
insults in
lacking
Star
last year,
Wars.
so I
Noted.
feel good about
I
There
will
were
add
like 2
that-
insult questions in
Shannon
this match.
Miller,
We got
Shannon
"You're a
Miller, and
monster,"
So
and
when it came
the-
to what I wanted to do in the draft,
Noted.
that I was
They're
able
they're
to
like
grab
the
Marie,
most
that I
quote
was
some of the
able to
most quotable
grab
lines.
Amadou Moses. Those were miracles that
I will
these other
say
managers-
it's very, very
Well,
nice to
not
see
willing to
Jen
give
Sturger in
away
just a
the
regular
first
match, not a
round
pay-per-view.
Yeah, it is nice to see
Because
her
it
back.
feels like it's in the studio, being that that's what happens in
I
the
am
studio.
so jazzed to have Marie playing, to have Amru Moses both victorious in their opening.
I would love to show you guys my exact score, but
right in second
Kaiser would kill me. But I will say that I would have won either way.
Devil's Help has an interesting take here. Between the Yoda quote yesterday and the fiasco with Superman the movies, things are off to a shaky start.
You know, I have to agree. I mean, I'm sure it's just it's
Oh man, that was
easily
good.
missed things. It's stuff that could easily just
of Sean's
I don't know. Like if you were to, so I just Googled the Yoda thing and it popped right up because it was in the script, but
Did
it's
you
not in
guys
the movie.
Did you guys just hear what she said?
She
That she knew the last 2 of Sean.
She knew Sean's 3 and 5 pointers.
a brief overview, but like knowing it all. And so I was prepared for that with Dragon Con because I was, having to know all the books and all ridiculous number of episodes of the Clone Wars. So yeah. For this, it was just like the movies, and I had to know the movies, and so I was like, I can do this. I know that I can do this.
Honestly,
Not at all. I feel like every time, even if you missed,
Sean,
Brian brought up the timeout rule. I believe we're not allowed to use the timeout rule in digital matches.
I think that's
so
out.
I believe the timeout rule has officially been X from the season so far.
Which honestly is unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that it was initially in the rules initially, but I think ultimately they decided, and I believe Christian might have pulled the card on this one, that the timeout rule is a no-go for the season.
Really being able to
Honestly, I feel like they should just give it.
Just honing in on that focus.
If anything, they should give it to the Star Wars division because,
If anything, yeah.
like,
As like a test.
it's like usually it's Star Wars that people need to take the most time to figure out. Okay, what is the exact answer to this question?
It's a little early for that.
Is
I
it?
don't even know if they're open yet.
Yeah, Brian Bailey. I'm pretty sure he either announced it on backstage or maybe it was stereo or something. But he had said
I
the
think he did it
timeout
on
rule,
Twitter.
as
I
of
mean,
right now,
he told me and Laura before our match started that the timeout rule was
yeah,
not a thing.
I think it comes down to kind of similar to what the team's doing. It's just not working. It just doesn't work in how they see it right now. So they're putting an axe in it for the moment.
I mean, like as Jen said, last year he'll say it himself. He was weak in that part of his repertoire. He didn't have.
That's definitely possible.
IG.
It would have thrown me
Yesterday,
off for sure.
Match, Marie Wilson wins, and he finds himself one.
I would be interested to ask Sean how he felt in the moment,
with Mara, and
or if it was something that he thought of after the fact. Maybe
I don't think he was in second place all last year, so that's a good start for him. And I think that his strategy and the way that he drafted and what he's been looking at, I think you can tell that Sam's focus seems to be paying off because he did his research, and Marie absolutely played wonderful. It doesn't take away from how good Sean Sullivan played, though. And I know,
yeah, she honestly, like, we've been talking so much about these Dragon Con players. It'd be a learning curve.
Yeah.
Jen, so I can only
When it does come down to it, it still is trivia, whether it's movies or everything. And she looked like someone who was pretty prepared.
A big number one contender match or a
Yeah,
title match.
I mean, I'd say the Dragon Con people are fans of the
we know what
movies
competitor Sean
first first and foremost, and then everything else came along with being fans of the movies. So
even regret at missing a question or two.
You have to imagine that movies are kind of their wheelhouse.
Back up on that horse, dust himself off, and say,
But,
take it from Marie. You just keep hitting the books.
She did really well.
And you say, I'm going to keep plowing my way
And
through the
like
games
they
because Sean has
already
a lot
mentioned
of
it, but
wins ahead of him
Suspects,
as long as he doesn't get
2 wins in a row.
2 wins in a row, man.
2 wins in a row.
Sam
but he is also a worthy opponent.
is living high right now.
We are with Sean Sullivan, Jen Sturger, and Shannon Barney. Here we go.
Thanks so much for that intro, Christian. You sounded very confident in my ability to keep the wheels on this thing. Shannon, I know that this is not the way you wanted to start the season, but let's face it, if we learned anything from last season, it's never count out the queen, especially given like the very
all the drinks. Cheers.
I mean, this is exactly how we started off last season. So I'm not feeling too bad about being here because you all saw exactly how our season played out last year. I personally think it's so cute that Sam finally won a couple matches and now he thinks he's got the season on lock. What a dumbass. Like that's behavior out of for a manager who doesn't scrap for his players. Settle down, sir. You've had 2 matches. I will say, we sat down with Marie Wilson. We knew she was good. We like to ruffle our feathers and peacock around, but we know talent when we see it. And yeah, maybe I had to sacrifice a couple spots to get the rest of my talent in line. And I had to sacrifice some good players, some good rookies. I understand that. I've had Sam just said in the chat that I've had 2 mimosas. No, sir, I've only had 1 orange juice in a champagne glass. Thank you very much. Maybe you should have 1 yourself to loosen up a little bit. Anyway, what were you saying, Jen? What is going on?
You lost Laura Kelly, obviously, in the offseason. You talked about putting your team back together, and obviously it didn't come completely back the way you would like it to. How confident are you in Sullivan filling her shoes, essentially, because she had big shoes to fill?
Oh, come on.
Well, first of all, we're not
don't
talking
put him
about
on the spot like that.
You're putting a match for corruption right now. It's about Sean Sullivan. It's about him being part of our family. It's about him being embraced.
Yes, Laura Kelly is great. You don't have to say that someone has to fill her
Yeah.
shoes.
We are so happy to have Sullivan on our team. He has been working his butt off. He is in study sessions with us. And I love how Marie is like,
Can
she's
confirm.
so excited about the Schmoedown. It's like, oh, and we're studying
I mean,
and I do things.
The only
and
time you
I'm
can
just
say
reading stuff and
filling
watching
someone's
movies
shoes
as
is
if,
the
like,
champion,
she's
in
the
my
only
opinion.
one who does
I
it.
mean,
I
even
agree.
that, like,
I agree.
everyone has their own
You'll do
strengths
fine. But
and
Sean is
swagger
next level.
and, like,
Steele was
I don't know.
incredible. He had a rough round 3.
I mean,
Big freaking deal. Everyone does. And
how
guess
many
what?
matches did she
Guess
play
what?
last year? 2?
The whole thing about
Laura?
all his-
The 2 tournament matches.
Guess what's going to
And
happen
that's
when
it,
you miss
right?
your
No,
your next opponent
yes,
there,
it was
Marie.
just the 2.
You're going to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
your
So-
answer too, because that's just how the Schmoedown works. So don't get too excited for yourself.
Sean, where do you feel like the wheels kind of fell off during this match?
I was like, dog nose?
I think I ended up with, with
Yeah,
the
you
question-
either fill shoes for a champion or you fill shoes for like a player of the
I'll be
year.
quite
per
honest,
se.
I don't know that 5-point
And
general.
Sh-
Just like
Sean
a
doesn't have
question. I mean,
he doesn't have anything to do because
ultimately,
it's like sports or like fantasy
Schmoedown,
sports anyway.
Star Wars
The
Schmoedown.
draft.
We saw in Laura and Molly's match.
You're not
This is
filling
the
anybody's
question.
shoes. You're just filling the
You know?
spot.
And guess what?
And he's the Star Wars guy.
Competitor wins. What it comes down to. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Yeah.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're creating your own shoes.
Look at that dog nose.
So I was going to say,
Aw.
just to the level of questions that are
His
being
shoes are
also
different. His shoes are very different.
Exactly.
talent that
And
we
maybe
have in
that's
Star
just
Wars
wording
now.
that I don't
Before, we used to be
particularly
doing that
like
dance where it was the same
in
three
like
Yeah,
the
Sean can't
sports
fit
way.
in Laura's
and
heels.
now it's just like the division's got
Although he would probably try.
I feel like it keeps
Laura
competitors
doesn't
like
need
yourself on their
heels.
toes.
She's a tall woman.
You know, you're right about one thing. The division has gotten really
But with heels,
deep.
she's
Much
even
names
taller.
No one knows or cares about. My goal this year, whatever my next match is, it's gonna be a win. Yeah, I lost this one. I don't really. It's not hitting me that hard. You know what I mean? This isn't a tournament. We're down 3-4 points, something like that. If you look at the standings last season, who was in the lead at the start of last season? The Den and Thin Stock Exchange, with corruption on the bottom of the ladder. I'm much happier here than anywhere else on that ranking board.
Totally hear that. Shannon, you got a big match.
like
That's
tomorrow.
the attitude.
And they have better theme music.
Tomorrow for you.
Yeah, you don't have a lion roar in the background.
Like, again, what did we just go over? How did my season start last year? Loss after loss after loss. Yes, we all remember that. How did my season end last year? With a championship trophy.
Chuck, you might not
whatever
even
happens
have a
to Marisol
team
tomorrow, win or lose,
in a few
I'm
weeks.
proud to have her back. She's going to be ready to go to war because that's what Marisol
Corruption
does,
is always
Sean's not going to let a
welcome.
loss bother him. Marisol's
Yeah,
not
Chuck,
going to
you
let
might
a loss
want
bother him.
to
Marisol's not
back
going
up
to
a little
let
bit because Swag might be disassembled here very soon, bro.
And we're ready to get her there. So
It's going to be the
don't ask
opposite
me
of
stupid questions. And where is
Avengers
Kristen
Assemble.
Karloff? Where is that?
Avengers disassemble,
Disassemble.
You know what? I'll send it back to him right
which
now.
is an
Just
actual
have
comic
at
book
it.
line.
I like that I can hide now this way because that's,
yeah.
All right. Well, Marie Wilson, the rookie, the Dragon Con rookie, walking away with the victory here against Sean the Saint Sullivan, which obviously on our end is definitely a little sour, being that Sean is so close here on POV. But Star Wars division, as I mentioned up top, is kind of like this pivotal division this year in the Schmoedown, right? It's kind of the inner geekdom of last year, where inner geekdom was getting all kinds of matches left and right, and it was kind of like the highlight of, as much as we loved what was going on with Adam Collins and Snyder and everybody, what was happening with inner geekdom was crazy. And that's kind of what's happening with Star Wars this year. And so this is not the last that we're going to see of the Saint. As he had said there at the post interview.
Are we just going to call him the scoundrel or just like
Or Sassy Pants.
Sassy Pants? I do
I
like
like
Sassy
Sassy
Pants, Sean Sullivan.
Sassy Sean Sullivan.
So Sassy Pants seemed very confident there at the very end. The fact that, yes, he may have taken the L, but it doesn't affect what's going to happen for the rest of the year. And honestly, he's slightly right. The fact that this is only the second match of the year. Yeah. It's February, or it's March 4th. This match was probably filmed a week or two ago, however long, I don't know. But it's March. It is the first week of March. The season doesn't end until the second week of December.
We're just getting started, baby.
There is so much for him to do. But again, just adding to Marie, she proved us wrong. The fact that Dragon Con rookies can come in and prove and do what they can. They can answer movie trivia. She did very well. And Sam looks to have a Star Wars competitor who can compete, whether it's just the tournament or overall, for a lot of points this year, which is ultimately what matters.
Yeah, I think she did an amazing job. I think they both did. I mean, as someone who's had experience missing a couple in round one, it stings, but that's just what Star Wars is. It's hard, and people expect the Star Wars players to be these show ponies who are going to perform perfect games for everyone, and that's just not the case. We're human, and we can make mistakes. So, props to both of them. They both did great. I can't wait to see both of them play again.
If I'm not mistaken, they both missed the same questions in round one, right?
Correct.
I think so. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
And Molly didn't.
And Molly didn't.
Brian and Jill, what do you guys think?
Brian.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Marie looked great. I mean, for coming in, she played a great game. Didn't have to answer her 5. I'm bummed because I want to see both 5s just out of curiosity.
Don't you hate that? Don't you wish you could find out what the other 5 was?
You want to see a complete game. Yeah, I feel
not even the complete game. I just want to know the question.
Yeah, I don't want to know if they would have gotten it right. I just want to know what it was.
I just want to know what the question was. She looked great. And Sean looked great too. He came out swinging.
There you go.
Yeah. Exactly. It took me a second. I'm a little slow. I was like, what does that mean? No, Sean looked great. He was winning going into round 3. So, I mean, credit to him against the mystical dragon, a dragon winner of Dragon Con. So, they both looked great. I'm excited to see more. It's like a plus and a bummer that there's so many more competitors because you don't get to see certain people a little bit more, but like it makes it more fun. So if he has a match before said Star Wars tournament, great. I can't wait to see it. Same with Marie. If not, I'm very excited to see how both of them do in the tournaments in the future. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you?
No, sorry. It's just been a long. I've been up since 4 a.m., guys. I'm sorry. There could be a yawn here and there. Jill, I know that obviously it's a little personal for you.
A little bit.
And I do have to just throw this comment up because it's probably a question a lot of people are asking, but I imagine you knew the outcome of this match already.
I kind of just want to leave that a surprise. Like maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Maybe not.
But I guess what I'll ask you is that after
Where's
this,
the fan?
I imagine that.
Oh, hi.
Oh, it's only personal for Jill. I see how it is, Jake.
We're still alive.
Get him!
How come he's been coming after me so much?
And him.
Coming after me for so much.
Finish him.
Sean, come on, man.
He left. He's gone.
I'll be honest. I haven't known the outcome of every
Yes.
single one of Alex's matches.
No.
He's kept some of them a secret from me, but
Yeah, I may have,
Possible.
I may have not. I will let you decide what you think. All I know is that Sean is ready for his next match. He's hungry. He's ready. This isn't going to affect him at all. He was winning in round 3, and that's impressive as heck in a Star Wars tournament. And I'm kind of like, for me, I'm kind of getting the feeling that Sean might have Whitney Seibold syndrome, where he just doesn't get lucky with his 5-point questions. Like, he knows everyone else's 5-pointers, but then he'll get thrown a ton. Or, like, but I do want to comment, though, with both Sean and Marie. It's nice seeing a Star Wars match where everyone's just having fun and having a good time, and you can tell that they're having fun, because I crave that in a Star Wars match. We don't usually get that very often in Star Wars matches. And...
AKA never.
Ever. And I dig me some corrupt Sean Sullivan. Give me more of that.
I
evil
agree.
Sean Sullivan.
I stand.
He's so hot right now.
I stand
hot right
corrupt Sean Sullivan 100%.
Oh, now you're
corrupt
kissing.
Sean Sullivan. Beautiful. Beautiful.
What was that?
You've never seen Toy Story, clearly, when Mr. Potato Head takes his lips off.
Actually, wait, hold on. Brian, you just dug yourself in a hole. Who beat you at Toy Story trivia?
Well, clearly you're not that good if you missed. The kid didn't figure that out.
The proof is in the video, sir. Go to Video Chronic and you can see me whoop Brian's ass in Toy Story.
How many times did you have to watch the movie before?
It doesn't matter. I still beat you.
7? I think it was 7.
I still beat you. Okay. It does not matter. Also, you lost to Molly in Twilight Trivia, so you're just an offer, man. You're just
That's fine. My man card would have gone like this.
All right, so let's wrap up today's match. Because we aren't doing a reaction to tomorrow's match, which is this one. I'll go and throw this up. Marisol McKee versus Vinny Mancuso. We will not be doing a reaction tomorrow because it goes in our timing for everything that we do here on POV, being 6 p.m. Pacific here, runs into what the pay-per-view is going to happen. So we're going to talk about that match and the pay-per-view real quick. We'll talk about our predictions. Let's just go around the table real quick and talk about who we think is going to win in that match, and then we'll get into the pay-per-view. Brian, I'll start with you. I'll go around this way.
Well, I'm already wearing the shirt.
It's so convenient, isn't it?
It's very convenient. Although Vinny is scary. He is a person that I like. This match is a lot more even than I think people are going to give credit to Vinny for.
People underestimate Vinny.
Yes. I think he is very good at this and has not had a long enough chance to show us how good he is. So I think that there's a lot of different competitors. I feel like this could be a very even match. And you can tell because people are very just divisive on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at the chat. Look how evenly matched the chat is.
Vinny's only played 2 singles matches. Everything else has been teams. And he played well last year. It's going to be interesting. I will say that I'm probably going to give the nod to Marisol because I think Marisol is going to have a year. Remember, she was in Adam Collins last year. She was drafted, but she didn't play until the back half of the year. She didn't show up until she didn't play for a long time, even though she was drafted in January. she's going to have a year that, or at least I expect her to have a year that can break a lot of records and show people like, I'm not effing around. And the fact that she's still in corruption is a big deal. I do think she starts off the year strong with a win. But like Brian said, Vinny is definitely someone to look out for because, and I always bring this up, but he's someone who works in the business. Works in the business, and that's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop right there.
I'm just letting my co-hosts.
No, I was waiting. I thought you were going to keep going. I was like,
I agree with everything.
Hi,
you guys
Jader.
said. Hey, Jader. I agree with everything you guys said. Vinny is, I think I've said this before too, Vinny is very underestimated. I think people overthink Vinny, and I love him. I think he's great, but y'all know that my girl Marisol is taking this one home for corruption. We all know I'm gonna pick Marisol. I'm a ride or die.
she ain't gonna be. Shannon's not gonna make those moves and do what she did
she's not gonna
without
make those sacrifices without.
Yeah, and then Marisol just be like, "I'm chilling." Like, no, it's you have something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Molly.
Agreed. I had to check my fantasy league real quick to see if Vinny was on it, and it's not. So
yeah, who has Vinny?
Who has Marisol?
I don't know, but I was
Marisol. You have Marisol?
Do I have
You
Marisol?
have- I'm pretty sure you drafted her.
I'm pretty sure she was like your first round or something.
From me. I don't remember. I thought someone might have taken her from me.
I think she was like one of your top picks.
I think she was my second pick.
I was gonna pick Marisol anyways because she's done fantastic so far. She has Adam Collins to be there to help train her if she even needs help. I mean, she's done so well already so far, and exactly all the work that Shannon did to get her back on corruption. I can't imagine that that's going to be going to any kind of waste. I think Marisol's going to take this match.
Marisol promo.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. All right, let's get to the big one. The fact that this match is happening tomorrow evening, and it feels like nobody's been talking about it. We have
it
Jeff
just hit
Snyder.
me today that this match is tomorrow.
Yeah, Jeff Snyder versus Dan Murrell, a match that feels like it's been years in the making. The fact that these guys have never played each other in
blows my
all
mind.
of the years in Schmoedown. A number one contender shot to take on Adam Collins, the current singles champ. Jeff Snyder currently holds the team's belt. Dan Murrell, as shocking as it is, does not hold a belt at the moment.
He's the one going into this without a belt.
Yeah, which is insane. Molly, I'll start with you. Are you going with the Stars or are you going with your dungeon mate? I had to ask it. I just have to do it.
Oh, crap. I have Vinny.
I mean, this is not just because I'm on the dungeon now and because I admire Dan so much and we're faction mates now, but yes, Dan is going to take this match. It's probably going to be close. Snyder is not to be messed with. He obviously knows his stuff. He did very well last season, but I've seen Dan studying, and I don't know what that man has sacrificed knowledge-wise in order to retain so much movie knowledge. Maybe he doesn't know how to tie his shoes. Maybe he doesn't know how to fix a car. It doesn't matter. Whatever he doesn't know, Mara knows. So they're perfect for each other. And Dan's taking this match.
I love the fact that Mara officially knows how to fix a car and tie shoes.
I'm just assuming.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is incredible. That's
anything
great.
one of them doesn't know, the other one does know. So,
Jill, what about you?
I think I'm going to stick with what I said last time we talked about this. If this was a 5-round match, I would have taken Dan hands down. This one is going to come to that wheel round because if Dan puts an IG slice on there and Snyder hits it, it's game over, and it's going to be a dirty game over. But if Snyder gets a wheel that he likes, I think Snyder can surprise people and take this win. So I'm gonna go with the underdog in this. I think I'm gonna go with Snyder.
Oh,
but it's gonna be a dirty match, and I'm very excited.
Dirty.
For it.
Ew.
Dirty.
Because of
Brian,
Snyder.
Brian, stop, White. Just stop. Just
because he's gonna be
Excuse you.
shirtless. Clearly, I mean.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Rude.
Brian, who are you picking? Snyder?
Sean, come in and yell at him some more.
Me, Sean.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
There. See?
I didn't say that. You're misquoting me.
Thank you, Shawnee. Thank you.
But thank you for the super chat.
Well, being that I have no stakes in fantasy for that match, slobber knocker. Sean Sullivan has Jeff Snyder on his team.
So you're just gonna spite him?
You have Merle.
Oh, that gives me even more reason to go for Jeff Snyder.
So, God forbid I give Jake more points. But I
love
really
that all our predictions now are based on what we did with fantasy.
Right? That's why Molly picked
Everything.
Sean, which is screw Frank.
we literally just remembered it today, and now it's like the most important thing.
See, I agree with Canada here. The winner.
Oh,
is
yes.
us. We
Oh,
are the
100%.
real winners.
Tomorrow's matches are fantastic. They're
Both
both
of them, back to back.
They're some of the most evenly matched matches
I
that
agree.
I can remember in a long time. Like, I literally see like 50-50 on both of those. Like, you could say one thing and
wait, hold on, Brian. Hold on. Ready? This comment. This comment.
Yeah, no, but these are the most even matches I think I've seen in a very long time.
Sean.
Oh, poor Sean. Yeah, I honestly have no clue. I think I kind of. Okay,
Go
fine.
ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
Brian, go ahead.
That's his dad tone, by the way, Brian.
Just make a prediction, damn it!
I'm gonna stall it out.
Oh my god!
Guys, I'm gonna go with Dangerous Dan Merle.
I was gonna pick Dan, and who my was, but I would not be surprised if Snyder wins this because of what Jill said about the 3 versus 5 rounds.
It's a really good point. It is a really, really good point. But I'm going to stick with what I said on Sunday show. I do think that Adam and Dan are like destined to be this gigantic battle for the next like year or so. I don't know how many matches that includes. I don't know if it's for years worth, but I do think that they're kind of the two singles titans of the games right now. I know that Snyder's been playing incredible, and I look forward to him playing awesome and kind of continuing that. But I feel like Dan is just destined to really just get this title back, or at least play for it. And you have this young versus veteran type of rivalry between Dan and Adam, where it's like the Young Bucks trying to overtake him, but Dan just isn't letting him, as of yet. And then I kind of, to what Molly's saying, the way that he's been studying, the way kind of he's been approaching the game a little differently this year. He's on his own. It's the first time in a long time where he's on his own. He has the dungeon behind him, obviously, but he has no Roka. He has no exchange. They all turned on him, and you don't mess with someone who kind of has a little bit of a vendetta. We saw what Mara did with a vendetta, right? She had been waiting so long to play with that vendetta, and we saw what happened. The similar thing could play with Dan, and I'm looking forward to it. And of course, I have him in fantasy, so that's always a little bit of a plus. So those are our predictions. But I think if everyone is good, that's going to wrap up today's reaction. It was obviously a little bit of a sour one, seeing Sully lose, but Marie Wilson looks like a bright spot inside the Star Wars division. And we will see both of them very soon, just because the Star Wars division looks to be very bright here in 2021, and it's going to be very exciting. So,
do we have a Star Wars match next week too?
We do not have one next week.
Boo.
Let me look up the matches next week real quick. I have them.
I think it's 2 IGs and a single.
So what we have next week is we have
Saul is one.
Wednesday's match. We have Saul versus John Humphrey. Thursday we have Brother Lomas versus Frankie Alvarez, 2 rookies in singles. And then in a singles match we have Chance Ellison versus Brendan Meyer, which is obviously a big deal. And then the following week we have Brandon Hanna versus Eric Zipper on Wednesday. Lacey Gillerin versus Evan Bushkar on Thursday. And Janine versus Jader on Friday. Plus the huge pay-per-view, which is Bibbs versus Oyama and Demolanta versus Damon. Plus,
that's in 2 weeks.
That's in 2 weeks. Plus, that Saturday, the day after that giant Friday, which is a huge Friday for Schmoedown, is also the pay-per-view, everybody. Or not the pay-per-view, the happy hour, excuse me. Happy hour.
I was like, what else is next?
What?
Sorry.
Just announce something
Sorry,
else.
I'm so into Schmoedown. This is happening on March 20th. This is happening on March 20th. And if you guys don't know, we have Adam Collins and Marisol McKinney joining us for this month's happy hour. It's gonna be bonkers.
I gotta get a corruption hoodie by then. Crap.
I'm wearing
Kaiser's
something
gonna
green,
come there and
Molly. You
rip
don't
it.
have to wear a corruption hoodie. I'm wearing
I will just say this, that Sean Sullivan himself has put up an incredible drink for this month's happy hour. That'll come out in about 2 weeks or so, the week of happy hour. Make sure you guys are subscribed everywhere, following all that good stuff to make sure you stay tuned for that because it's going to be a great show.
I'm gonna have whiskey, and I don't drink whiskey, so it's gonna be interesting.
I don't either, Molly. I don't drink, but this drink is solid, and we're gonna feel real nice and toasty within the first 30 minutes.
Brian's very excited about that drink too. Oh, I'm sure.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up today's reaction, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us the past hour and a half. Look, these reactions, there's cutscenes, there's promos. We need to watch them all. So thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Rachel, thank you so much for putting all the links in the chat as well. You guys can find everything in the description, all of our handles, all that good stuff. And so for Molly, Jill, Brian, and myself, we are POV. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit up that Patreon link. Make sure you hit up that Twitter. Make sure you hit up that Streamlabs, all that good stuff. And we will see you guys on Sunday for our main show. Plug, Amaru Moses will be joining us on Sunday, so stay tuned.
Gang signs.
We'll see you guys then.